This is Damon Fordham, Adjunct Professor of History at Charleston Southern University in the Citadel here in Charleston, South Carolina. And I'm here to talk about a subject that may seem unpleasant at the surface, but by the end of this presentation, you will understand why it was said. Everyone, at least once in their life, goes through the tragedy of losing a dear, beloved family member. And one of the things that comes out of the aftermath of that is that other people mean well in their hearts and they have the right intentions. They try to go to the person and they think they can somehow just say these magic words that's going to make them automatically feel better at the final process. But it almost never works out that way because the person who is trying to do the consoling usually has a case of foot and mouth disease and winds up saying the wrong thing that makes the other person feel worse instead of better. But there was one case in history that I know of where someone said the absolute right words. You see, during the American Civil War on December the 5th, 1862, there was Lieutenant Colonel William McCulloch out of the 4th Cavalry of Illinois who fought in the Battle of Coffeyville, Mississippi against the Confederates. Well, the Union Army won that battle. However, Lieutenant Colonel William McCulloch lost his life in that battle against the Confederates. So his daughter Fanny took it very hard, so much so that she locked herself in her room and refused to come out. Well, her father had a friend who had an idea. The father's friend wrote a friend of his that he felt could say some things that might make Fanny feel better. And the result was this letter that was written on December the 23rd, 1862. Dear Fanny, it is with deep regret that I learn of the death of your kind and brave father, and especially that it is affecting your young heart beyond what is common in such cases. In this sad world of ours, sorrow comes to all, and to the young it comes with bittersweet agony, because it takes them unaware. The older have learned to expect it. I am anxious to afford some alleviation to your present distress. Perfect relief is not possible except with time. You cannot now realize that you will ever feel better. Is this not so? And yet is a mistake. You are sure to be happy again. To know this, which is certainly true, will make you some less miserable now. I have had experience enough to know what I say, and you need only to believe it to feel better at once. The memory of your dear father, instead of an agony, will yet be a sad, sweet feeling in your heart, of a pure and holier sort than you have known before. Please present my kind regards to your afflicted mother. Sign, your sincere friend, Abraham. And that Abraham, who was her sincere friend, was none other than President Abraham Lincoln. And that letter was preserved in this book, Abraham Lincoln Selected Speeches and Writings. So, if you happen to be going through a loss of a loved one right now, I want you to think about what Mr. Lincoln had to say about that subject. And if it shows any sort of relief to you in some small way, then this presentation would have served its purpose. This is Damon Fordham.